You made it through. Maybe no one saw the full collapse. Maybe you didn't even let yourself admit it. But the burnout came, quietly, methodically, and it rewired how you show up in the world. Part of you wants to return to who you were before the exhaustion, before the fog, before everything became heavier than it should be. But here's the quiet truth. You don't need to go back, because the version of you who burned out was built for survival, not for life. And this moment, this stillness you're in now, this pause between who you were and who you're becoming, it isn't weakness, it's recalibration. Your nervous system has been surviving on patterns, automated loops, systems built under pressure. And when that pressure lifted, the scaffolding cracked. This is where most people panic. They feel their motivation disappear. They can't concentrate like before. They think they've lost themselves. But you haven't lost yourself. You've lost the armor. And underneath all the coping mechanisms is the beginning of you. Neuroscience calls this the plastic window, a period of increased flexibility after sustained stress collapse. The brain, no longer locked into rigid patterns, becomes teachable again. But it doesn't respond to motivation, it responds to rhythm. Healing is not an event, it's a frequency. And like all things electric, your body doesn't heal when you force it. It heals when it feels safe enough to release the old wiring. And this is where we begin. Part 3 is not about recovery, it's about re-entry. Not into hustle, not into productivity, but into presence. You see, high-functioning burnout leaves a mark. It teaches your brain that being calm is unsafe, that peace means falling behind, that rest means risk. So even when you try to slow down, your body resists. You open your laptop and your heart rate spikes. You sit to relax, and guilt sets in. This isn't mindset, it's wiring. Your vagus nerve, the regulator of your parasympathetic nervous system, has lost its rhythm. And until that rhythm is restored, no habit, no routine, no affirmation will stick. So we rebuild from the root, slowly, breath by breath, not as a routine, as a ritual. Because rebuilding isn't about who you were before. It's about remembering who you've always been beneath the burnout. The part of you that still believes in softness. The part of you that knows there's more to life than performance. Here's the science. Researchers studying post-burnout recovery found something surprising. The most effective tool for long-term restoration wasn't willpower or even therapy. It was micro-rhythmic consistency. Daily actions, so small they feel like nothing, done at the same time, in the same way, in a nervous system-friendly space. This is how the brain starts to feel time again. Not as a pressure, but as a rhythm. When you rebuild rhythm, you rebuild trust. And when your nervous system trusts you again, focus returns. Creativity reawakens. Identity repairs itself, not in theory, but in biology. So start here, one action, one place, same time, every day. Not to win, not to optimize, just to exist on purpose. Make tea slowly, walk without headphones, write 3 sentences, and do it again tomorrow. Your nervous system isn't asking for results, it's asking for predictability. It's saying, don't fix me, just prove you're staying. This is emotional reparenting at the neural level. Now let's talk about identity. Burnout often strips you of who you thought you were. The productive one, the stable one, the strong one. And when those roles dissolve, it can feel like you're nothing. But you're not nothing. You're a self in progress. You're the space between what broke and what's about to become. Your brain is not a machine, it's a garden. And the best thing you can do in this season isn't push harder. It's to plant signals of safety. Little rituals, gentle repetition, micro moments of stillness that don't ask for anything in return. Your brain remembers pattern, and if you give it a kind one long enough, it will follow. So here's your invitation. Don't go back. Don't try to rebuild what collapsed. Let it stay gone. Because who you were before burnout may have been strong, but they were also scared. Afraid to rest, afraid to be seen, afraid to pause. You don't need that identity anymore. You're not rebuilding productivity, you're rebuilding presence. You're not fixing a brain, you're rewriting its rhythm. You're not chasing success, you're choosing aliveness. And that takes courage, quiet courage, the kind no one sees, but everything changes because of it. You're not going back, you're going deeper, into a nervous system that believes it can finally breathe, into a mind that's no longer wired to break, but built to begin again, differently. If this series has made something shift in you, drop a word below. Not a sentence, Just one word that feels like where you are now.